All right, good afternoon, guys. It's Jefe here. It's June the 14th, Saturday, 2025. It's 70 to 90 degrees today. I'm out here at the BALDERAS Apiary. My goals today are to check these two hives over here on the left. See if they need a second box yet. And also see if this one here in the middle, the Ace of Hearts, you can see it, is ready for the super. I'm gonna try something here. Let me see where the camera is. All right, so I haven't ordered my stuff yet, like umbrellas for these this iPhone. I don't have my microphone. I can't find my bag that has my camera stuff. I bought that to be organized. I'm not in the habit of bringing it with me, but I went and looked for it. I thought it was in my truck. So I don't have it. So this recording will be kind of along the standard typical, what did he say? And I'm putting my gloves on now. I'll just go ahead and do this. I'm gonna look over here. I'm gonna peek in these boxes first. Just kind of look around. I see some good activity here. Not a ton, but so I pulled the super off, the top super here. I pulled that off of here because these bees, I think, got it a little bit prematurely. And so that's why I added some Pro Sweet, just straight Pro Sweet. Right now I'm not at the point where I want to break it down right now. I'm not bringing jugs of water so they're not going to use it the same. It's just right now it's a time thing. So I really don't want to be breaking these guys apart. Checking for, their queen. I'm hoping they have a queen. I don't know if these bees look darker. I hear the Caucasian breed does look darker. Let's see what we got. So I'm not smoking them down or anything like that. Not really boiling over. Let me pull out one or two frames. I do have a shallow box that I got by mistake a year or two ago. I finally got some foundation to add. Probably good nectar there. Outside frame. Make sure the queen isn't on here. Found some brood. little bit of brood, just some drone brood, nothing to brag about. They look pretty full down here in the bottom. I'm pulling these guys out. I'm just smoke them a little bit. There's some nectar in here. I want to get honey bound. Let me grab this bucket over here so I can sit down. A few small hive beetles, not much. That's a good sign. I do have some traps with me. All right, a little bit of brood right here, kind of on this edge. I don't want to move that. Not much over here, so that's just coincidental, I guess. All right. I don't think these guys are really ready. Oh, sorry, buddy. I may add a super on here. If I get that small, shallow, I may put it up here. If anything, they can probably start doing some foundation on it. Might give them some more space, if they're not, keep them from getting honey bound. I don't want to go down in the deep on the bottom. We come back here. Can you see? All right, guy. Not bad. It's nice nectar here on the very end. So I didn't bring any frames with comb. I got foundation, I got some. Got plenty of that. So it'd be a good chance for me to get some of that comb built. Maybe by fall, we'll start putting honey in it. I'll put one there. I'm thinking about putting the shallow here. All right. Let's see if these guys are ready. Let's hope they're ready. These guys have been working so hard. King of clubs on the left and the King of hearts on the right. Yeah, I pulled that other produce from here, put it next to my driveway, and there's still bees in it. I don't see any. Well, I don't mess with them. I think they're just the bees that don't know where to go. I haven't looked up too much. I'm just surprised to see if they're still there. All right. It's not a bad cluster right here. Right here. Actually, I see them kind of all the way over. Let me show you what I'm looking at. So I don't see anything over here on this side. Starting to see some here. I'm seeing quite a bit here, here, all the way, and not much over here on this side. But that doesn't mean that they're not ready for a box. I'll take these 2 empty frames out. So they're building on there. Make sure the queen is not here. She's marked, she's blue. Got a blue dot. Should be a Caucasian. If I do add a box, I'm gonna take 2 of these frames and put them up top. 2 or more. But it may not be ready. Hopefully they're queen light at least. It's just dry. All right. So the guys that I follow will say your bees need to be covering 60 to 80% of the frames. I'm not quite seeing that. So that's 2 frames that aren't covered, so we're not at 80% for sure. Alright, that's mostly nectar. Let me look for the queen here. I'm gonna push these to the outside unless they got brood on them. There's a little bit of brood here. Small hive beetle. A little bit of brood here. Okay, it's not a bad sign. Small cluster though. Oh goodness. Let's look here. This is exciting. That's quite a bit of a brood pattern. All right. It's nice. It's like brood all the way over. Let's look right here. brood here. Okay. Not a ton. But since the frame's right next to the brood, we're full of honey or nectar. And the ones on the outside were just kind of dry comb. I'm going to switch those. I'm going to put the honey on the outside. Let me check this one out here. This is actually kind of shiny with a lot of nectar in it. I believe this is the same. No, this is dry comb. I'm going to slide this over on the inside. Slide this on the outside. Since this has got brood right here. Make sure I just want to see if I got the queen on here. I want to put this right next to the brood. Put this here. I'll probably feed these guys. I'll put a beetle trap in here. They've already got a sweeper sheet. I'm not seeing beetles in here, but I don't want to wait. Well, there's some beetles on here. I'll tell you what, I'm going to slide this over here, away from the sweeper sheet. So the sweeper sheet doesn't cover this and reduce the efficacy. All right, I'm not going to add a box of this. I don't know if this guy's any better. Let's hope they are. I'd say it's about the same, maybe not quite as. Not seeing the foundation being built on the left side of that end frame. I'm seeing some bees in there. Doesn't look terrible, but so they're drawn out a little bit. Not doing much over here. No queen here. This is a heavy frame. Full of nectar. I'm gonna put that on the end. I'm kind of peeking for my queen a little bit, but this one feels like it's nectar. That needs a little bit of work right here. I'm gonna turn it around. Kind of force these bees. They got a lot of bees here on the outside now. Force them to pay attention to some of the empty spots on the inside. Not seeing brood yet. You see that? That's some space to fill. This has nectar on this side. I'm gonna turn it around because this one looks like a little bit drier. So let's hope we have a queen over here. I see a queen cup. I see 2 queen cups here. Can't tell if there's anything in them. I see some, I'm seeing some larvae down in there. I don't want to crush the queen cups though. In case I'm queenless, this is their last chance to make a queen. I don't have anything else to add to them. I don't think I've seen the queen the past few times I've been out here. I'm seeing pollen. No, like I said, I saw some larvae. This is heavy, so it's full of nectar and honey. This one's not looking good. All right, that's just honey and nectar. Let me go back to where I found those queen cups. I'm definitely seeing larvae in here, but I'm speaking to myself. Take a screenshot of that. You can see in there. I can't see exactly when I look over. So that larva looks like the shape of a C. Just a handful. Not seeing the queen. I'm gonna leave them. See the small hive beetle there struggling? Got his legs caught. That's how they die. The bees can usually pull themselves out. I imagine if the queen got stuck in the swiffer sheet, the bees would be able to get her out. I don't know that for sure. If anybody has experience with the queen getting stuck in a swiffer sheet, please let me know. All right. I'm sliding this empty one down here. This is full of nectar on these two. Alright. If anything, maybe they'll draw out some comb. In fact, I was like sitting here adding the trap. I don't have the vegetable oil. Basically, I'm always saying don't fill it up while they're in the deal, but speaking primarily when they got supers. Let me go grab some vegetable oil. I don't got much in here. Here's to hoping they become queen right. If they're not already queen right, doesn't look very promising, but there's some larvae in there in one little frame. And you're not going to be missing some eggs, like not seeing them. Wouldn't be the first time. I did go by Man Lake today. It's their last full week. Next week they close the 21st. I'm a little bit concerned because they're thing about Man Lake for us is it was just 30 to 45 minutes away for us. So if I needed some bottles or some supplies, it was easy for me to get, or some boxes, or just things like that, frames. Many times when I need a formic acid, I drive over there, they're out. Or basically anything. Bottles, they'd be out. Truck will be in Friday, they wouldn't have it. And so they're closing their Marshall, Texas location. And they're going to ship out of Kentucky. They think they're going to be an online store. With a couple of, I think they're closing their Pennsylvania store too. Like, oh, we're going to ship everything from Kentucky. Well, my experience with their shipping is they are terrible. Like, I ordered their, Viroxan, their extended release oxalic acid strips 3 weeks ago. Oh, we're on back order. Well, that's great. Because I'm getting ready to pull supers here and I don't have the confidence that I'll get them in time. You can, I mean, just, not that that's the point of the story. You can use them with supers on, but I like to treat about the time I pull supers. But I ordered them 3 weeks ago. All right. I don't think I have a trap right here. I'm gonna add one. It's super annoying. But today I went by there. I don't like the suits they have, the type of veils they have, but I did buy one there since in the store it's 20% off all their stuff. I bought some more supers and frames and things like I said, supplies. No major equipment, nothing like that, but I don't know, I spent $400 or $500. Save me some good stuff. Say goodbye to some of the people there that I know. All right, get these bees out from underneath here. So I want to close them up. I know I crushed a few. What else I was gonna do? All right, I'll tell you what. I meant to add a super to this. So let me stop. I've got to get the honey super. The one for this one's going to be the shallow, so I'm not adding too much space, but I am adding some space for them. The one over there is going to be a regular medium deep. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to let the foam cool off a little bit. And I'll be back. So, thank you for watching, guys.